Hello and welcome to Warframe. Today we are featuring the latest update 14.5, which gives us some new features and additions and changes to the game. One of which is that your Kubrow is now free roaming the Lisette your Tenno ship, which is kind of annoying. When I first logged in, Orus was mad because there were shit and piss everywhere. I had to get my carrier.
It will be marked on navigation.
Sure, Lotus. I had to get my carrier and vacuum the shit out of the place, literally. But now I've trained my Kubrow. The ship is clean, so that's fine. Right now, I can show you the other changes with the Kubrow, since he's still technically in stasis for about 20 minutes more. I'll go into that later. Let's check out the other changes I want to mention, which is Oberon. As you can see, I have him right here, and there are a couple of changes to all of his skills and the Warframe itself. First change we have, thank you for that freaking alert. First change of that is he now has an increased armor of 150, which is great. He's now tankier than ever, which goes on to his Druid Paladin theme. The first and the other change on him is his smite skill now has a 50% increase in projectile speed, which is good because of the other changes. It now has force proc of radiation and knockdown on the initial target, and force proc puncture on all the other targets. One good thing about this, one additional change, which is I really like on this smite, is it now spawns projectiles that seek target, not randomly bounce off the walls of one single room while there's 5 freaking enemies on the other room. Which, again, I like that. So the next skill we have is Hallowed Ground. The first change we're going to mention is that when allies step on it, all procs will be removed on them. So that would be great on removing, bleeding, puncture procs, radiation, whatever. Also, as long as any of you and your allies are stepping on the Hallowed Ground, you are immune to any additional procs, which is amazing. On all levels. Sorry for that, I just freaking blacked out for a bit. That was so amazing that I blacked out. The last change again I'm gonna mention on the Hallowed Ground is that it now increases you and your allies armor by 5, 10, 15, or 20% depending on the rank of Hallowed Ground, which they are looking into stacking that bonus on multiple casts, which is technically so good on survival missions or defense missions, whatever. Oh my god, I blacked out again. Sorry about it. Okay. After that, we have Renewal, which is now a toggle ability. The toggle ability, which it now consumes less mana on cast, but will require mana. What am I saying? This is not an RPG. This is Warframe. It requires less energy on cast, but will require energy to maintain. It still has maximum heal on it, of 200, 250, 300, and 400 depending on the rank. But while you have it activated, any downed allies, any allies that are bleeding out, or even yourself, will bleed out slower. Specifically 20, 25, or 30, 35 or 45% slower depending on the rank of your renewal. Also, in addition to that, is once your ally is fully healed, all procs will be removed, which is another good thing. So if you're doing a mobile mission, you can't use hallowed ground as much to remove your procs. You can just use renewal to do that. The last Oberon skill will be, which is renewal. Well, no, not renewal. Reckoning has a few changes as well. It now has force radiation procs on all targets that are affected. Also, for those enemies that come close to you while you're casting it and are not affected by the lift and the slam, will be blinded depending on their proximity to any of the enemies that are slammed to the ground. So technically, your reckoning slam now has a blind proc, or radial blind, a small radial blind as they put it. And that is all for the Oberon changes. Some minor changes with regards to other... How many others are there? Sorry about that. Some other changes with regards to the other Warframes is there we have Voban. His vortex is now affected by range and duration mods, which is awesome. I love Voban. I have that Warframe, and I actually thought that the range mods and duration mods already affected that, which now that it actually does is amazing. That means I've been using it, duration and range mods on him for just the Vastel, which I don't really use as much as Vortex. So that was a wasted mod slot before. Thank you for sending me PIM, whoever that is. I should have turned off Facebook. The next change we have is Nyx Absorb now drains less mana while you have it toggled on. It now drains 4 mana instead of 10, but you will drain an additional 8 mana every time you receive 1000 damage. So if, for example, you receive 2000 damage in the span of 1 second, you'll drain 20 energy instead of just the 10, which is good, I guess, if you're not getting, which English failure, which is good if you're not getting a lot of damage and you're just using it to, you know, defend the mobile defense thingy or the cryopods, whatever you are defending. And the next change we'll look into is the Nova changes on molecular prime. The change here is good depending on where you're standing. If you are the Nova user, you're gonna be a little bit annoyed about it, but for your allies, it's actually good for EXP, because for the people that start the chain or kill the unit that starts the explosion chain, they will be the ones that get the kills on the whole chain of the molecular prime explosions. Molecular prime. Why is that so hard to say? I'm not gonna say that anymore. Molecular prime explosions. Another minor change, well, not technically a change, as an addition to, is to Rhino Stomp. There is now a counter for how long your crowd control on Rhino Stomp is on the HUD. Another change on Banshee and Enemy Radar and Enemy Sense mods now ignores turrets and cameras, which is great, because I find it annoying to, you know, where's the freaking enemy? I can't. What? Oh my god, it's just a freaking turret! That's invulnerable, I can't kill it anyway. So yeah, that change is also good. And the last change for the Warframes is that Siren's Miasma can now be used in mid-air. Did I just sound like a reporter there? Yes, I did. Oh, look at that. it's shaking its tail. Shake it, booty, shake that booty. Alright, let's see if this thing now is if we can now change this one. Oh, 9 more minutes. So let's, while we are waiting for that, let's look into some other things. Mainly, there's currently an event right now. As you can see, I've already done the 500 one, which I should have continued to the 1000 one, because apparently I needed the 1000 event score to get the next level of the event. So you start off on the event with this cryotic node on Earth. Once you get 1000, you get to Phobos. Oh, not Phobos, Europa, and then Phobos, I think. So can I connect? If I can connect to this, I'll use Oberon. If not, I will use Frost just to do the mission, because it's hard to solo the mission with Oberon, because I need Snow Globe to defend the thing. So let's talk about the mission type itself. For this is a new mission type, excavation, which will replace all survival nodes in the star chart. Did I still call it star chart? So I'm going to switch to Frost. Right, that's fine. It's fine. So the excavation will replace all the survival nodes in the star chart, and basically how this excavation works is, actually let's get into the game. I'll see you when I get inside so I can show you. Okay, and here we are on the mission, and as you can see below my map at the top left corner of the screen, we need to locate the scanner, and once we've located the scanner, it will start scanning for excavation sites. Both excavation sites and the scanner will require power, which you can get from units, which I will show you in a minute once we find them. Okay, just get to the scanner. I can't get anyone to join. I can join anyone. This would be much easier with multiple people. Now, as I said before, or maybe I haven't, this would be the new mission excavation that would replace the survival nodes in the map. So let's see if we can find the scanners. How far is this one? Oh, there we go, it landed. So this scanner you don't need to defend because it's invulnerable to attack, but excavators will need to be defended. If the first one dies without you finding any artifact, you will fail the mission. But if any consecutive ones after that dies, you can just continue on and scanning. So as long as you find one, you'll complete the mission and extract. Okay, so we do have an extractor here. Let's see if we can find it land. Yeah, so here we just need to, oh look, someone's joining us. So these are the ones that we need to kill to get power. Those ones. They have power source on their backs. There, come on, kill it. And you need to pick this up like you do in Spice and mobile defense alerts. So, and then just move close to it. You'll need to, interact with it. Just move close to the excavator or to the scanner to input the power. See on the left, on the bottom of the map now, or below the map I mean, you can see that we have 0% power on the scanner, which has halted the scanning time at 23 seconds, which is fine. So we have just one excavator, which has 44% power, which the power looks like perhaps about 1% at a time, so that at 1% per second, so you need about 90 seconds of power, 90% I guess, or 100% power to get it fully down, or maybe it does drop faster than 1 per second. So nevertheless, just keep powering it. So if you have more power like that, with 7% power and 22 seconds activation, you should be good by then. And if you just want to continue, this would be an endless mission. You just need to power this to scan for more excavation sites and more loot, more rewards. See there? The excavator exploded and we got a fusion core common, which is not that bad since this is an Earth mission. So that is all I can tell you about this mission. I'll see you when I get back to the ship. Okay, and we're back on the ship, and as you can see, I did finish that mission with 1,000 points, actually 1,025 to be exact, because one of our excavators, I mean, got destroyed. And you get this message. The first one you get for the 500 one is this one, which you unlock the badge. The next one is this. You get the freeze status. Cold damage status chance mods, which is excellent. We now have all the 4 basic element status chance mods on our arsenals. It is awesome. We can make some magic with that, with blast damage and firewall, whatever. So aside from that, as you can see on that mod card, we have the mod HUD or mod display changes, which is more or less excellent. So it does need a little Ober's kind of spazzing at it. It does need a little bit of time to get used to, but once you get used to it, it looks fantastic. Look at this. It's shiny and I can move it around. Also, they simplified it. So instead of having 4 different tabs to click on just to do all the 4 things, you have this one simple thing where you can click either fuse or transmute. You can select multiple mods like that for okay. So why is it not cannot transmute rank mode ammo drum? Why? No, unselect it. Can we transmute these ones? Okay, maybe I guess the ones that don't have rank. Okay. I forgot how to transmit. There we go. Cannot transmit acrobat. Nope. How about this one? Antimatter drop. I guess it does. You can't. Oh right, you can't do. You do transmit. So we don't want to explore that. That's already for new players. This is for the new mod system, which it looks fantastic. You can see if you're not selecting it. You can see what the mod does, what polarity, what rank, and what rarity, which is awesome. We have the bronze one, or looks more like red to me. The bronze, the silver, and the gold for common, uncommon, and rare. So that's it for the mods. Oh wait, no, there is another one additional here. As you can see here, we have a Kubrow slot now. Instead of having to look for the Kubrow mods through the Sentinels thingy, you have a different set for the Kubrow mods. And speaking of Kubrows, we can now edit the colors. Do apologize, I don't have the packs, the platinum to buy the excellent customization. Why is Oberon spazzing out whenever I select something? So for Kubrows, I can get this basic one, and for those who have platinum, they can get the skin and the gene masking, which is the gene masking is the one that changes the revise blah 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 mottle per pattern. model, yeah, the bottom, this one gives you a pattern, and the colors, this one gives you this it does give a pattern and colors. I believe the other patterns is still randomized on the Kubrow, so we'll just get this one since I can afford it. I don't have platinum, I just have credits. So this one gives you a earth brown, corpus gray, heck green, gallium gray, and derelict black colors. Oh, that's actually good. I wanted black. So let's purchase just, and let's see how far we can customize our Kubrow without spending platinum, because I don't really want to. I'm not cheap, I'm just poor. So you now have this one. You can now change here, and it's annoying that you can't put badges on the Kubrow, but if you can see here, if you bought some patterns, you can have patterns there, or if you have other patterns from genetics, I guess. I'm not sure if that works like that, but we can change our color right now. So let's see how we can do it. This flat little thing. Okay, which one does this change? Okay, that one changes. You want the green one, the gray? Actually, let's go with red and black. Oh no, that's too common. Probably too common. Let's go with green first. Wait, did it change back? What? Do I have to accept it? Alright, I have to equip it. Equip it, mother. Okay. We have that green. Which one does this change? Ooh. Changes to black. Red. Which one doesn't... I guess the black one? No. No, that doesn't work. Let's see if we change it to red and then change the other ones to green or red. Oh no, black. This one to red, gray. Does it actually change? It changes a little bit. Let's go with that. That looks weird, and I like it. Looks weird and I like it. Alright. And that is the customization for Kubrows. Obviously you still have the random chance of the patterns when you breed ones. And as when it comes to breeding and getting new Kubrows, if you don't have any platinum to get stasis chambers, there is now an option to release the Kubrow. It's not actually releasing it, you give it to the Lotus where she takes care of them, or eats them, whichever. So I do not want to do this, because I love him, and he's the only Kubrow I got for now. I would prefer a Kubrow with Lotus pattern, but he's a good Kubrow. He's a good Kubrow, isn't it? So I think that is all changes for now. I may or may not post an update on the rest of the event, depending on if I can get a video on them up. But I will finish it. Maybe I'll make a video for the Phobos and the Europa maps sometime later. But for now, thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed or found it informational, share, and subscribe for more. Goodbye.